Now down here I have lemon thyme, and you see it's still nice and green. Oh, this is so good with fish. You know, if I have a whole fish, I'll stuff it with this lemon thyme when I go to cook it. It's also good with chicken. You can make a bed of it. Winter's over nicely. And what I've cut off here is St. John's wort. St. John's wort, when I started my business, I started selling it. It's very good for anxiety. It actually increases serotonin production in the brain. It acts like an MAO inhibitor, so if you're taking MAO drugs, you need to talk to your doctor about doing one or the other. When I was taking care of my mother, the doctor wanted to put her on something for depression. And I said, well, what about St. John's wort? And she said, oh, you know about St. John's wort? And I go, yeah. And she said, well, yeah, that would be great. Use it, because the side effects are much less. The only side effect of St. John's wort is that it makes your skin more sensitive to sunlight. So a lot of elderly people are suffering from depression. They don't get out in the sun much anyway. So it's just something to be careful of. And then for a few years, I couldn't even sell St. John's wort because they were more concerned about skin cancer. So it was put on a list of banned herbs for internal consumption. But now it's back not only for internal consumption, but every drugstore in America is selling capsules of St. John's wort. But now they're finding, the last research I read was that those capsules aren't working as well as the whole plant. They've left something behind. So plants are very complex chemically, and we're really just learning more about them all the time. So St. John's wort grows all across the Adirondacks. Other herbalists in other parts of the country are so jealous of us up here because we just have it. It's a weed. It's everywhere. My son built this arbor, which I love, so I planted a Niagara Grape on it. So it's brown. It's built out of cedar wood, which holds up to the weather well. And these are actually old cedars from his property. So I have no idea how old they are, but holds up well to the weather. This is a little bed, flower bed. Now I leave things grow. Here's the top of St. John's wort. That's what the seed heads look like. So if you see how this looks now, brown, get a good close-up of that, and you can just break this off and okay, little tiny seeds in there. So, you know, you can start your own. It starts itself very easily. So it comes up all over the place here. So I like to leave things in the fall. I don't cut things off and clean it up because there's insects that live inside of these stems. I like things to seed themselves. This is teasel. They call it teasel because it's like a little brush. It's very prickly. But they used to tease impurities out of wool with this, like a brush and a comb. So that's why it's called teasel. It has nice lavender flowers when it blooms. So it's a biennial. So these will die, but it's going to make a lot of seeds. So little ones will come up next year. And this is the dead seed heads of Valerian. Valerian comes up every year as well. Valerian's a sedative, helps you sleep at night. It's one of the stronger sedative herbs. And not bad. It does have a unique flavor to it. Some people like it, some people don't. Even the smell of the flowers. Some people love it. They say, oh, does it smell like a lovely perfume? And other people go, it smells like cat piss. So, you know, the variety. Here's a seed head of blue vervain. Vervain's another sedative herb. They call it blue vervain. It's actually purple flowers when it's blooming. This is full of seeds, and it'll make little ones too. But it's a perennial as well. It will come back. And but it's pretty bitter. A lot of the sedative herbs are bitter. So seed heads. There's Queen Anne's lace back here. Sometimes some places call it bird's nest because the seed heads kind of look like a bird's nest here. So it's also wild carrot. Has an edible root. And when kids come through here, oh well, adults too, I like to pull up because it grows everywhere. The roots and just do a little scratch and sniff on the roots, and it smells just like carrots, but it's white, like more like a parsnip, but very good to eat. So let's see what else we have around here. These are all blackberries in here. So you can see each one of these had a big blackberry on it this year. So in the fall, I have to, anytime during the winter, cut these canes back because they die and then new ones grow up for berries next year. Here's a pretty little variegated pineapple mint. Oh, another mint. I got 13 mints here at least. So this is, I'll call it a pineapple mint. And it really prefers mulch. If you have a hard time wintering over mints, cover it with some wood chips because it's moved from the bed into the wood chips. So that's what it likes. So I have another variety of mint called lavender mint that I have a hard time getting it to winter over. So what I'm going to do this week is put a bunch of wood chips in the bed and it'll be much happier.